Alright, so here is part 2 of the Automata assembly. This is where we start kind of getting the axle and the cams to work together. So I've got two, you can't really see this, but if I pull it over, there we go. I've got the eccentric and the avocado or the egg, and I'm going to put these ones onto the main axle. So just like we did with the axle centers, I'm going to use the mate tool to get the main axis stuck together on this one. So I'm going to go constrain. I'm going to use this axis right here and the axis right here. Click apply and then cancel. So before I go any further, I'm going to want to kind of scooch this thing over, and I'm going to put this kind of where I want it. I'm going to put this one right, let's say just one left of the middle, so that's this one right here. So to get that to line up perfectly, right now it can slide either way. I'm going to use the planes and mate those together. So I'm going to say constrain, plane tool right here, or mate that plane, and then this one right here. And notice it didn't make the little wood block noise. Sometimes it's going to get upset with us depending on which planes we've clicked in the order. If I go to this one, right now it's on mate, if I go to flush, then it moved and it worked, and click apply, that worked. So just to show you that one more time, because this will happen to most of you. I'll say constrain, mate tool, and I clicked here and here, and then I set up, if I try to go apply, it's going to say assembly can't be resolved. If I go to edit the relationship and just flip it over to flush instead of mate, and then click apply, that'll work. So there's that one. Now if I try to scooch this back and forth, it can rotate, but it won't move horizontally, which is good. So the last little bit we got to do with that is make this rotate with the axis, or so the axle. So a nice thing, there's multiple ways to do this. One of the ways to do it is to mate the planes that are right here, if I can click it, say constrain, this plane to one of these ones that go through it, or I can use the edge tool. So I can click right here on the edge of the cam and then click on the surface of the axle and I'll click apply, cancel, get out of that. Now if I try to crank this, it follows, which is awesome. So that's a good thing. Alright, and then I'll do the same thing with the avocado. So you constrain, I'm going to mate the axis right here to this one right there, say apply, and then cancel, and then I'll push this thing over to the middle. I'm going to put this one, I don't want it to be right next to it, so I'll say one to the right of the center. So I'm going to go here, and use the mate tool again, and use this and that one right there. Notice mine did not like that, so I'm going to switch it to flush. Now it did, and I'll say apply and cancel. Awesome. So now if I rotate this, the red one or the centric one will work, but not the avocado just yet. So one last step is going constrain, mate tool with this edge right. Actually, I'll show you the other way just for fun. So I'm going to use this one and that one, like that. I'll say apply. Now if I rotate like that, they are best buddies. They are rotating together, so awesome. So last little bit for this video is I'm going to put the crank arm onto this axle. So I'm going to go constrain, same process as before, this main axle right here, this axle right there. Mine worked out the right way the first time, but if yours is flipped so that the handle's pointing inward like this, you just have to flip the solution back and forth until it works. I'll say apply. I'm going to use constrain. And here's another nice tool. If I can do two edges together, so I'm going to click this edge and then this edge, and I kind of get 2 for 1 on there. So not only is it flush, but it's locked onto that. So if I hit apply and then cancel out of that, and I rotate this, or try to crank it, they should go together. So there's a lot of cool shortcuts, a lot of nice ways to get multiple things in fewer clicks, and you just kind of learn those with time. For now, just whatever works in the fewest amount of constraints possible is great. So you can do them in 2 or 3 constraints. Most of the time, some of them only require one if it's like an insert, but that's good for now.